Is there a way that a person can be happy even in the challenge, even while they're suffering? In the Torah, we learn, yes, it's possible. Why? Because we learn that suffering, affliction, correction is brought upon us for our own good. God is a kind and loving Father in heaven, and He only wants the best for us. The parent-child relationship is there to teach us and serve as a model. Just as a person only wants good for his child and only punishes to the minimum to get the child to be put on the right course, so too it is with us and God. God doesn't give us more suffering than we need. Our suffering is an important corrective force. And once we know this, we begin to unlock the key to being happy and smiling even in the suffering. In fact, we're told in Gate of Return by Rabbeinu Yonah that when we say thank you for the suffering, we mitigate the amount of suffering that we'll receive. So too, by the way, with the good, when we say thank you for the good, we make it that we're more likely to receive more good. But since we're talking here about suffering, it's important to understand that Western psychology tries to medicate suffering away. It offers quick solutions. But that's a problem, because that teaches us to ignore the hidden message in the suffering. Inside the suffering is gold. It's a corrective force. We're supposed to look up and ask God what we did. We're supposed to look into His books of wisdom, His holy Torah, and search our ways so we can learn what it is we've done to bring this suffering on ourselves. When we look around in the world, we see how beautiful this world is. The mountains, the sky, the snow, the rivers, the ocean, all of it created by a perfect creator. How could it be that only these beautiful things are corrected or are created so exactingly by God, but not our suffering? When we really look into it and investigate the matter, we can see that God created not only the openly good, the beauty in the world, but our suffering as well, to bring us back to Him. And in that sense, our suffering too is beautiful. And we should be happy, because just like a father won't discipline a child whom he has given up on, God wouldn't bring us suffering unless He wanted to correct our course out of love. So next time something befalls you, the proper steps is not to ignore it or push it away. It's to recognize that suffering is a result of our deeds. The Hebrew word for sin is chet. Sin is actually a poor translation, because chet means to misalign, to go off track, in the sense that an arrow can miss the target. When we miss the target, God sends us a wake-up call. And these could be targets that we missed much earlier in our life. And the suffering today is a wake-up call to repent, to return to God, to ask for forgiveness, to learn more about how we can better align with Him. I'm speaking to myself because these are things I wish that I had been told earlier in my life. I wish that I hadn't been so invested in the Western psychological model, which tries to medicate pain away, or the Eastern model, which tries to meditate it away and tell us to forget about it. In Judaism and Torah, we learn rebuke, correction is one of the most helpful forces in the world, and rebuke correction from God even more so. There's an entire guide called Shaarei Teshuvah, Gate of Return. It lists all of the ways that we can sin or misalign, and then provides detailed corrective measures that we can take for all of the things that we've done. Really, there is no substitute, no short talk or schmooze like this that can fill in all of the blanks for you. Learning Torah, getting close to God, is a lifetime of work. The Tanya teaches us that learning Torah and meditative prayer are the two main tools that we can use to get close to God. The good news is it's really work that we can all do. The bad news, so to speak, is there are no quick fixes. But the other good news is that we're told that if we open a small space for God, He'll open a larger space for us through which we can drive chariots. That is, if we give a little bit, God will give a lot. So every small step we make of learning Torah, of learning about God, of praying to God, of asking Him for help, brings us closer. That's our goal here, and that is the way out of any situation, to be happy in the suffering because we're being pushed in the right direction.